It's like, you know, someone giving me 10 rand and saying, listen, you can have the 10 rand, I see you're very hungry, you want to feed your kids. But take it to the casino and put it on black and spin the wheel, and you know, you're either a wealthy man or you're poor. And if we look at the outcome of the empowerment sector, we see a lot of that. We see very wealthy individuals that, you know, the roulette wheels landed in the right place, and we see a lot of failed transactions. And it's got nothing to do with anything other than the fundamentals. We have a group of people which, through historical mess-ups and a corrupt political system, have little to no capital. And we say to them that you can sell your valuable asset only to other people with little or no capital.
Now you have a deceased estate. The poor widow, she cannot get access to the estate's money because you can't wind it up. Why? Because corporate SA has got a BEE scheme that absolutely prohibits trade.
I don't see the answer in, you know, locking black shareholders into ownership of things forevermore. I mean, you know, another basic principle which flies out the window with the whole way we approach empowerment is diversification. I mean, if you're to advise someone to invest, and even if they don't take gearing, you know, are you going to advise them to buy a single share in a single company? We're not talking about an entrepreneur here that sets up his own business or that enters into a joint venture with a mining company because he's got access to rights in the Congo or wherever it is that he's going to create value. We're talking about a passive individual shareholder that's going to invest. No one's ever going to tell you to go and take all your money and invest it in one single share. I mean, it beggars belief. And in an extremely volatile industry, which no matter what you do, no matter how much the economy grows, it's extremely exposed to the international markets because of the exchange rate and because it's an international commodity. And you know, as markets get restless and there's a flight into safety, and gold is one of those things, and as the risk aversion abates, they fly out of it again. So, I mean, and it goes for all the commodities. So, I think that it's very important that we're clear on what we aim to achieve with empowerment, with black economic empowerment, whether it truly is that we want to empower black people to create wealth. And if that is what we're trying to do, we should give them the optimal chance to achieve that. And the debate, I think, should move away from, you know, arguing about measuring and once empowered and always empowered, and because all of these things are, to my mind, miss the point of empowerment.
So what would a typical new BEE structure look like? Keeping the Freedom Charter in mind. I'd like liquidity, please. That is the whole point of being in a financial asset, ladies and gentlemen, is to have the liquidity. So I propose that you keep it simple and have phased vesting, let's say over 10 years, whereby you can potentially then create a savings culture in this country. Our country's got some of the worst savings rates in the world.
I believe in a multiplicity of ownership models. There must be shareholding by the employees, there must be shareholding by communities. I was surprised how little involvement there is of communities in the ownership. And finally, there must be state ownership. I think we'll settle on the Chilean model. The Chilean model is a mixed model where you have state ownership of about 30% of the industry and you have private participation of about 70%.